Good morning, everybody. Y'all come on in, come on in. I'm back with a recap of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You guys might see this Thursday night. But anywho, Yandy girl, you look pitiful this episode. Just pitiful. And I say that because she's still begging to be somebody's friend who's not trying to be hers. How many more times does Rasheeda gotta show you y'all not friends? Rasheeda has shown you y'all not friends. She has expressed verbally y'all are not friends. But Yandy insists on meeting up with her to get clear on where they stand. And did I say that Rasheeda told her they wasn't friends? Like, what more clarity do you need? You want Rasheeda to wear a t-shirt that says, I don't mess with Yandy? Because at this point, it's getting sad. What don't you understand? Move around, Yandy. Y'all not friends, okay? Act accordingly. Treat her like staff. Clock in, clock out. It's that simple. So Rasheeda is clearly missing a point because Yandy is still saying, I thought we were friends. Rasheeda keeps saying over and over that we're not that close. We wasn't best friends. I can pick up my phone, go down the call log, and see how many times we talked on the phone in the 10 to 15 years we've known each other. That's not the point. This ain't about how many times y'all talk on the phone. It's about how you showed up, Rasheeda. Yandy felt away because she thought y'all were cool enough that you'd at least show up for her, and you didn't. But Rasheeda keeps saying, we're not best friends. We're not that cool. She keeps saying that over and over as if it erases the expectation of loyalty. It does not. I don't give a damn how close y'all was. Y'all were friends, and the loyalty still stands. But of course, she gonna make excuses to make herself feel better. That's what she does. So then they ended up going back and forth about whether or not Mendeecees was at Jasmine's bar. And honestly, I'm scratching my head because hasn't this been established? Mendeecees admitted on 3 different occasions, Yandy, he was at Jasmine's bar to get a drink.
Understand her place because he said it like he was at my bar. Meaning he said nothing.
Bar?
No,
I didn't know it was her bar.
I didn't know anything about this until my husband called me over. I just feel like with Mendeecees, not wearing your ring opens up the door for so many assumptions and so many comments. Stop putting me in these positions. Buy a new ring. Or put the ring on that you already have.
I never met her, right? I never said one word to her, let alone 2. If I said one word, it's the drink that I want.
Yeah. All right, let's go enjoy the
that my household in the shambles, so bro, trust me, I ain't.
Bro, you gotta get it right. Please get it right.
No, I'm on it. I ain't even do nothing.
This is hurting my heart.
It hurts mine too.
Well, that's interesting.
Whoa.
She worked at the same bar as me, and you have been to both of our bars before.
I came in for liquor, not girls. So I wouldn't recognize y'all.
I would say the same thing if I was you.
Yandy, baby girl, what's going on? You know damn well that man has already said he was at Jasmine's bar. Oh, child. Did she really forget? Or is she really don't want to believe it? Like, girl, what is going on? Anywho, let me tell y'all how diabolical, it's a new word I learned, Yandy is. And let me tell y'all how she set a trap for Rasheeda and she fell right into it. So Yandy already knew what was up. She knew Rasheeda and Kirk got that Mendeecees was at the bar straight from Jasmine. And so when she asked Rasheeda, yo, who told y'all that? Y'all noticed Rasheeda was stuttering and stumbling like she lost her phone. And she said, you know who. And that's when it clicked. Rasheeda didn't want to say Jasmine's name out loud because she knew it would expose what's really going on. Why the hell is your husband sitting up gossiping with the woman he cheated on you with? And still is, probably. I don't think he ever stopped. And I wouldn't be surprised if Rasheeda's sleeping with her too. Like, they are supposed to be co-parenting, not sipping tea about somebody else's husband. That's not co-parenting, Rasheeda. That's pillow talking. Your husband is still pillow talking with Jasmine. And now, Rasheeda, you look crazy because you out here defending Kirk, who's still low-key messing with his side chick. And Rasheeda, you didn't just avoid saying Jasmine's name, honey. You exposed your own situation. This is a mess. So then Rasheeda said in her confessional that there's some lady out here with Mendeecees Name tatted on her. That came from Jasmine as well. A couple months back, I did a video on that. I'll leave a link in the description. In the video, I discussed 50 Cent. He called out Jasmine and her little friend when they ambushed Yandy and Mendeecees. And let me present the receipts, Your Honor. 50 Cent, oh, these rat bitches are out of control. Whatever, brisk strike, whatever that is. If I see these bitches on a flyer on gang, I'm going to have you ran out the city. Ooh, LOL. So Mendeecees, pumps his fist in the comments. And here go Jasmine, honey, shortly after. So she said, y'all dragging it now. I really spared you and kept it cute at Mendeecees. Now, if I start naming names, keep that same energy. What's the girl's name that got your name tatted? LOL. So now, Rasheeda, you pillow talking Jasmine too? Because this came from Jasmine. You believe Jasmine when it comes to somebody else's man. But when that same Jasmine came to you, showing you messages from your husband, you didn't believe it. And you saw it in 4K. She did not believe Kirk sent those messages. But you believe everything she's saying about Mendeecees. Moving on. Scrappy meets up with one of his fans that he had a baby with, and now she's looking to relocate to Atlanta because Scrappy wants to be closer to his son. But the first house they looked at was a damn mansion. Okay, girl, why are you playing in our faces? You're not an Atlanta housewife, okay? Like, stop. But Scrappy had me cracking up. He said, I'm trying to figure out why the hell we in a 6-bedroom house with a cellar and office space. Who gonna pay for this? Child, I was cracking up. So Shakira really thought that Scrappy was her meal ticket. So she then, turns to Scrappy and asks him, is he going to help her pay for the house? And Scrappy was like, I make money, but I don't even get to keep it. So Shakira, she hits him with the, if you look out for me, baby daddy, I'll look out for you. And Scrappy was like, how you going to look out for me, baby mama? So she said, you know what I mean, girl, please. Classless at its finest with a side of desperation. It's given, if you pay my rent, I might let you hit. Come on, Shakira. This is disgusting. Do better. You worried about how Miss Momma Dee makes you look on TV? How about how you make yourself look on TV? Meanwhile, Scrappy, he has a new lady. She's a real estate agent, very beautiful. And he proudly posted her all over the Instagram. But Shakira, all you got was some cock and $53 a month for child support because she was determined to keep Scrappy, honey. I mean, this young lady is fanned out over Scrappy. So later in the episode, we see Momma Dee, Scrappy, and Shakira. They have a little sit down, and honey, it didn't take long for things to go left. So Momma Dee gets questioned about bringing a DNA kit to Scrappy's podcast. She is so messy. And Shakira was pissed about that. So she pulls out a muzzle and hands it to Momma Dee. So Momma Dee said, oh, that don't fit. Child, but Scrappy is pissed, honey. He's talking about, hey, that's my mom. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect her. As if Momma Dee doesn't disrespect literally everybody she's around. And you know what? Momma Dee and Scrappy, they really enable each other's behavior. It's crazy. So Shakira reminds them, hey, I'm a mother too. Momma Dee apologized for her behavior. She, but Shakira wasn't really trying to hear it. And I think she wanted a moment because she just kept running that mouth, going on and on and on. Okay, she said that her daughter is 16 and she might see this one day. But she might see you on TV, Shakira, bragging about conceiving a baby during a threesome. Not only that, every scene you're in Scrappy film, you're offering up some puss. This is literally every episode. It's like, is that all you have to offer, girl? So Momma Dee and Shakira, they continue to argue back and forth. So Scrappy tells Momma Dee, you in the same situation you were in last time, arguing with a woman who ain't trying to hear it. Definitely throwing a shot at Bam. So Scrappy storms off to his car and Shakira hands the baby over to Momma Dee and runs and chases him down. Honey, never chase a man who's ready to leave. And Momma Dee in her confessional, she said, Shakira putting my son before her own son just left me holding the baby. Something wrong with that picture, that part. This is the realest thing Momma Dee has said all season. Not her running after Scrappy while leaving her baby in the arms of the messiest grandma in VH1 history. Girl, what are you doing? Now, I know Momma Dee may not, she ain't gonna hurt the baby, but still, why are you chasing Scrappy down, girl? So Shakira ends up walking back in the house. Okay, she's crying in the bathroom, and messy Momma Dee follows behind her and she consoles her. The scene felt a little forced with Momma Dee and Shakira crying. Honestly, it was given Love and Hip Hop interns, okay, trying to pump up the heat in order to get bumped to main cast. Bravo, they did good. Bravo. Meanwhile, in the next scene, the rest of the cast, they are on the beach, and Ashley and her pathetic husband, they apologize to Tilo for calling Karlie a bitch. I'm sorry, but Tilo should have put the pause on Zane for disrespecting his wife. I'm sorry. Don't ever disrespect a woman, and don't ever disrespect a man's wife. You should have laid hands and feet on him, honey. So Yandy brings up the Spice Cast album, and Bambi says she was told that Spice kicked her off. And she felt like Spice bamboozled her because when she initially did her song, it wasn't a diss. She didn't diss Bambi. She didn't diss Amy until she heard her song. So Rasheeda chimes in and she was like, well, you might want to speak to Spice because she told me something different. And then they show a clip of Spice saying that Bambi only had 11 listeners on Spotify. So Bambi goes on to say that Spice told her, as if she was speaking for the whole group, that they don't really mess with Bambi like that. And Bambi was like, everybody goes extra hard for Spice. And Karlie agreed. And yeah, they do. They let Spice slide with a lot. A lot. Okay. And the other cast, they don't really have that same luxury. So Jock jumps in and he was like, Shorty ain't here to defend herself, so we're not gonna talk about her right now. So then he drops his own surprise. So he said that he had pulled out of the cast album as well, but he decided to talk with some producers and he decided that he wanted to put together a cast album also. He says something more positive and he want to show Spice how he would do it. And he said, ain't gonna be nobody secretly playing on nobody's top. Ooh, I wonder how Spice is gonna handle this news, okay, when she sees that Jock is putting together a cast album. Ooh, I can see Spice right now with her phone in her hand, ready to go live and drag everybody, okay? So yeah, Spice is gonna be big mad. And you already know when she get mad, she don't hold back, okay? Not in person, not on social media, nowhere. So y'all be ready for some heat because she coming for every single one of y'all. So y'all be ready. That is the end of this episode. If you made it this far, I hope you did. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.